Everybody see me?
Yes, yes. Welcome back to the second half of Mostly Laughter, Some Slaughter, Storm Giant's Shotgun.
Stick your potato chips and ketchup.
Exactly. So new cultural content when it comes down to it there. When we last left our epic adventurers, they were on the side of a road after having an epic fight with apparently hobgoblins with guns and in a pickup.
Can we loot them?
Isn't normal when it comes to that sort of thing here.
It is not normal. And can we loot them?
You can loot them. I'm going to allow... here, let's see what the official thing is, because they are a CR what encounter?
No idea.
Let's take a look. They are considered a CR2 encounter. Okay, I'm going to be an ass. Roll on the giant sack. That's what's in the flatbed.
Oh, God. A giant sack? Oh, my God. Every time.
Yes. Okay, we'll start there.
So what dice is that?
It is deep percentile, I believe. Because, let's be honest, rednecks are going to have the... redneck hobgoblins are going to
They're orange necks. They're hobgoblins.
Oh, yeah. Orange necks! I like it! All right, let me look it up. Hang on, one moment. It's here somewhere. Ah, frick. There it is. You rolled a 33.
I rolled a 33 on a giant sack table.
Roll 1d6.
Why am I rolling a d6? Hang on. Let's roll a d6. Boop.
There are 3 humanoid skulls on the back.
Oh, great.
There, man.
That actually totally makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the hobgoblin equivalent of truck nuts, but that's okay.
Nice.
Okay.
We had to work truck nuts in there somewhere, for sure.
Hey, good night, everybody. No, not yet. Okay.
Just dangling off the back of a truck. Clank, 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 clank.
They're cool. So say
They're
we
so
all.
cool. Well, hooray for loot.
Okay, even though you burnt the car, you noticed that the paint job looked like it was a flaming femur on the side of the car. Kind of like in those old 70s, custom paint jobs, which is now absolutely destroyed. Because somebody has photo memory. Okay.
Femur. Have I seen that before?
Good question.
Now, I'm just taking a look.
Wait a minute, does that mean we find the secret of red paint? Red paint makes all vehicles go faster?
Yeah. Is that racist?
What?
No, wait. No, they're hobgoblins. That's an orc thing.
That's orcs in Warhammer 40k.
Exactly. No, I like it, man. It's good. Okay. So, now that we've had the silly thing out of the way, where the hell's the treasure chart? 133. Thank you.
Out of the way, that's the whole point.
Yeah. In the rowing wreckage of the situation here, because it was considered a challenge rating 4, roll D percentile somebody.
I will roll D percentile again because I want to roll.
That's
78.
fair. Somebody roll 2d4.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm committed now.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. I'm going to need help on this one because I want it to be at least moderately entertaining. According to the record, there are 4 25 gold piece art objects. What would redneck hobgoblins actually have?
Orange necks?
Orange necks, thank you.
Well, clearly the skulls are worth something.
Okay, that works. They got gems in the skulls. They're designer skulls.
And, now they're flaming skulls.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they're not that badly scorched from the incident, no matter what else happens. Now I'd like somebody to roll 1d4 because I think it's going to be silly.
I'm writing down skulls. Somebody else can roll.
Got it.
I got it. No, too late. There.
Okay, there are 2 magic item table C because I want to see what this does.
Yay, magic table.
Oh
Okay, somebody roll D percentile twice.
2 skulls.
Me this time.
Okay. 2 skulls. How much were those skulls again? 25 each?
25 gold pieces
27
each.
one.
Okay. Or 4
Okay. So, a potion of superior healing,
skulls. Ooh.
and...
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm going to have you re-roll because it doesn't make sense in this game. Ammunition +2. Nobody uses arrows. Okay, re-roll the 27. 89. A bag of beans!
Ooh.
Are they magic beans?
Dun, 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 dun. Yes,
Yes.
they are.
Well, or they're at least musical.
Ah, damn it, Brad beat me to it. I was this close to
Awesome.
it.
Okay, somebody's going to have to roll 3d4 again because apparently we like rolling dice. Joe,
Okay.
they're your beans, man.
They're your fucking beans. You can
They're
take
my.
some.
Excuse me. When did these become my beans?
Well,
I think that's like a racist thing.
I don't know. I mean, in the Taking Waterdeep campaign, I ran a while back. There was a gnome who had a bag of beans, and much entertainment was derived therefrom because it causes it is an item that causes crazy things to happen. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay, you got 7 beans in the bag. Make a note. It's on the Dungeon Master's Guides, page 152. I'll let you look up the details later, but it's kind of a silly item, and I think it'll be moderately entertaining. And as much as I think they should explode right now into fire, I think it's more fun to have one. So,
what
therefore,
page is it in the guide?
page 152.
150.
So, you
Oh
got a
yeah,
bag of beans.
maybe they're not musical beans. Maybe they're baked beans.
Maybe they're beans that make you baked.
Yeah. So, I will let you look up the item at some later date, but because you have a total memory and it's a common gnome item, you kind of know what it is because you have like a superior memory. You remember your relatives, pick one, had one of these once before. They have a tendency to you basically plug them in the ground, and random effects happen in the situation here. Seeing as you're more of a science nerd, it's not commonly used by just about anybody. But things include, but are not limited to, toadstools sprouting, evil trance, mobile stone statues, a hungry bird egg may show up randomly. It's
I put it in my bag and I scoff. Chaos theory.
You can sense Dr. Hand's eyes watching the bags of beans go into your bag. Because I'm also a science nerd. I'm like,
I hand him one.
Ooh.
Here,
okay.
check it out. You activate them by throwing them on the ground.
I will put one in my pocket.
Okay.
I got a pocket of bean.
I'm gonna assume that because you guys are very smart people, you put it in a way that doesn't cause it to explode.
I will.
And
Hopefully.
you now have one in your pocket. You may plant it one time randomly.
Yay!
Because I think that'd be funnier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will do it in the most inappropriate fashion, probably facing an enemy. Or does it tick someone off?
Now realize it'll take 1 minute before it goes off.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Just so you know, just so you don't try to use it in combat. I throw the bean on the ground and it does nothing.
1 minute. God damn it! I can't wait that long.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Magical beans.
So the car is somewhat damaged, but you obviously took the brunt of these suckers. There's a flaming wreck. You found some couple items. You have designer skulls and a bag of beans now, as well as a potion of superior healing. Is there anything else you guys are doing investigative-wise? Because that's not normal.
I am super curious. How is the wreckage still flaming?
It's calmed down a bit, but the car is essentially not. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was just thinking we should check it over and see if we can tell where this truck is from.
Okay. Oddly enough, it doesn't have the standard brand names of any trucks of Earth. If anything, as you look at it, it looks like it's a lot more gear-based than actually internal combustion. Somebody make an engineering check. I'm looking at you, DevPip.
Now, someone else can do that. That's fine.
You're such an ass.
Okay. Okay. This is not 20th century level technology. This is definitely not gnomish technology. This is fire giant technology.
Oh.
The fire giants used to have mechanical machines of amazing power and size. If anything, this surprises you because they don't build machines this small normally.
This is weird. This is absolutely this is a fire giant. This is literally a fire truck.
It's a literal.
Wait, you're saying that the giants they built this?
Apparently.
Well, either the giants made this, or this is a copy of a giant design made for human-sized people. But either way, this definitely has its origins in fire giant design.
Wait, are you saying there could be one of these that's like 80 feet long with like 4 giants in it?
No. But
That
now
would
but now I'm saying that's a possibility. Thanks for
Oh
bringing
my
that up.
god, that would be awful. That sounds terrible, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well,
This is not, yeah.
anybody got like history or anything like that?
I got science. That's all I got.
Sure.
Do I have history? I have history.
Why
Yes,
not?
history.
Roll again.
I know everything.
That's good enough for prime time. Yeah. When you say 80 feet for fire giant technology, you realize you're being conservative.
Yeah, fire giants. You know that saying that you have on your world, go big or go home?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure fire giants invented it.
Sounds
And
good to
they're
me.
already pretty big.
So does this mean this is what they're going to be using for raiding the lands? Jesus, that's ridiculous.
It'd be smart.
So this definitely puts a kink into our mission, because this is no longer like, hey, let's go recon. Because you imagine one of these things driving down the middle of Park Avenue?
That would
Okay.
be bad.
That would be bad.
That's it. Where's our tank?
Where's our tank?
Yes. No, I am not kidding with Dr. Hans. Where is our tank?
We
I'm
need to get rid of-
requisitioning one.
It doesn't quite work that way.
We might want to ask. At the very least, we might want to ask for more people. I mean, this is big. This is really big.
Well, if
Well-
not a tank, at least mortars or something that we can take it down with.
Hmm.
Jesus.
Well, those little pop mortars that we were thinking of buying last time, I don't think would help against an 80-foot one.
No, probably not.
So, where were we going again? Sorry, this is
You
out
were
of
going-
character.
You were going to Longsaddle, which is the next place on the establishment there. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll switch to the map just to make things easier. I think we're done here.
So, okay, we are going to Long Saddle.
Were, as in
Okay.
past tense, being the operative term here.
So we're
Yeah.
no longer going that way. We are no longer going anywhere. Woohoo! Back to the
You're now
railroad.
Well, you're
moving in the
ultimately going
opposite
up to
direction.
Miramar to go
But
see
fast.
the thing here in order to do things.
Oh yeah, we need to go to Miramar to see.
Yeah.
What are we going to Miramar for? Sorry.
You're gonna go. Basically, you're gonna consult
I'm not
the
great.
Oracle to find out why the Giants are on a rampage.
Okay, we want to
And-
go see. Okay, we'll go see the Oracle, and then we're gonna see where they're getting their wonderful cars.
Yes.
She might know.
Might be, you know. Now, question: are you booking it, or are you going to have a couple of stops along the way? Because there are 2 towns ahead of time when it comes to actual water, as far as that's concerned. Like, there's Longsaddle, which you know is the home of the Harpnells, which is a family of wizards who are relatively good people, but kind of goofy. And there's Xanthral's Keep, which is along the long road. Yes, that's what it's called. Gotta love names sometimes.
What's in Zanfrel's keep?
I am reading up right now because
Or we do
I
not
can't-
know. So, Goofy Wizards.
Basically,
No.
it's a fortified village, Santhrel's Keep, which is out, just it's a little bit off the beaten path, but it's known as a way station in these dark and turbulent times.
I mean,
This smacks of side quest.
It does.
Okay.
I mean, I'm one of those guys that is constantly doing the side quests and gets all of them done before I go on the main quest. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do too. I have to be honest with you. I love that.
yes.
I am being outvoted, ain't I? Okay, fine. Let's go visit
No,
the.
you want to be fast about it, but half the
No,
playing D&D is the side quests.
So, Crazy Wizards.
But we're not really doing experience points, so I mean, the point
Yeah,
of side
that's the-
quests is to gain experience.
Yeah. See, that's the problem when in this particular module they give the option for milestones, which is great, and milestones worked great in fourth. But like, here's your milestone, and it's like here's all the side quests of a regular campaign. It's like kind of other than exploring the world, you're kind of removing the need to do that.
Most of the main reason you do on side quests is just to pick up those cute little plot logs from the exclamation points from the characters. Like, in hindsight, I probably should have went for XP just based on the way the play adventure plays, because it is a lot more loosey.
It feels like, yeah, it definitely feels like that whole intro into using milestones was almost unnecessary, if not against the actual format of the campaign itself, which is really
because this one feels way more like a sandbox than say the other modules. Heck, Tales from the Yawning Portal was basically just a straight dungeon. Or I don't know. We'll play by ear here. Okay?
Oh, we can hit Long Saddle. Let's hit Long Saddle.
It's a relatively sleepy little frontier village and member of the Lord's Alliance, with rows of humans' business on either side of the trade route.
Can we assume that we heal up before we get there?
Well, if you have the right equipment, yes.
I'm the right equipment.
That's all that problem, doesn't it?
No, I mean, are we going to take a long rest before we hit this?
I will, if you guys want to take a long rest, I'm not going to have any encounters.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's a good idea.
Done.
Yeah.
Long rest.
You guys had a slobber knocker.
Well, they're fine. I will have to find a place to get some drug kits, though.
Okay.
We could always talk you to a local herbalist. I'm sure they can find something for you.
This is true, and I could probably do some conversion. That's not a problem.
And then I'm sure that the medieval apothecary will be just as good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, look.
This is my sarcastic voice.
Yes, I see the jar of leeches over there. Just like Mother Russia.
It's all good.
Is that her sarcastic voice? I can't tell.
Yeah.
I think she has one mode. It's called Sarcastic Voice. I think it's pretty much always on, so you can never tell.
So, let us... Yes. Sorry, you were in your middle of your description of Long Saddle.
Yeah, basically it looks sleepy. It's probably the calmest place you've been on since you've gotten these routes here. Also, I'm just going to remind DavPip that you can exchange money for supplies of 20th century based on your Gnomish contacts. Just so you know, in case you start running low. But you're going to have to do it before you go on the hike to the Oracle. So Miramar's the last chance you have to get anything. Just, putting it out there.
We definitely should get some equipment and
well, we can
Gnomish
talk.
contact.
We can definitely talk about getting that that motor if we want. Motor.
We're also going to want to make sure my contacts hide Lucille.
True that.
That's the only thing as an orchestrating party with one of those bad boys.
We should probably We should also probably offload the skulls as well.
Yeah. Well, except I'd like to keep one if that's okay.
You can take a skull, whatever. It's
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
gonna
as
put
you-
the
Gonna be a giant
sometime
belt
during our
buckle.
downtime. I'm going to install the skull on the front of Lucille's grill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you just want to put them all on the car?
No, that would be too much. There's a lot.
Would
there's a lot.
anybody
Yeah.
would anybody like a fancy hobgoblin skull?
No.
No?
Not so much.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm a sniper. What do I need help with this skull?
And clearly, two skulls on Lucille would be a hat on a hat.
See, he gets it.
I know. Yes, I'll take the two skulls and tie them below my waist and walk around, and I know what man feels like. Collecting the
So, not truck nuts, Sasha nuts.
We've created new terminology for this game. Thank you, everyone.
Worst sniper ever, just walking around. Ting, ting, ting.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that
because
tinging
Sasha likes
coming
the
from the
teabagger
trees?
kills, but that's not the point.
What's that tinging from the trees? I don't know, man. I heard this rumor of this chick, man.
Yeah.
So funny. Oh, shit.
At least sniper, the last thing you hear.
Okay. The last thing we hear thinking of her skulls.
I think she just created an urban legend for the Forgotten Realms.
It's Sasha Soldier.
Okay.
Hey,
Now,
so,
as you enter the area, it is ranch area. So
mhm.
there's a lot of ranches along the sides. You see horses. It's actually surprisingly well controlled. It's a fantasy environment, but it looks like if you've ever been in Western Canada or the Western United States, it looks a lot like that or the fantasy analog of it. So lots of cows, lots of horses.
Lots of orange necks.
Yeah, well, oddly enough, you haven't seen a single hobgoblin since you
Okay.
got your last ones.
So there's supposed to be wizards here?
Well, this is one of the things that DavPip knows because, he's connected.
I will
There's
literally
a
look at
plan-
that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll look at that pit. There's wizards here? Like, this this
Oh, yeah.
condescending tone.
Oh yeah, unlike your world, all of the intelligent people don't run away to ivory towers. Sometimes they actually want to hang out with people who work with their hands. It's kind of crazy.
And
I
now
know
that you
that.
said that, they actually hang out in a tower of twilight.
God damn it. God damn it.
And I don't suppose the Tower of Twilight is actually made out of ivory.
No, I'm afraid it is
Okay,
not.
okay.
We're
That'll be fine.
downsizing that.
And the Tower of Twilight has a banner that says Jared, and the other one Jacob, and what's the two names?
Good Lord.
Team
Yeah.
Jacob forever!
And thus ruining the Forgotten Realms even more than we already have. So basically, there's a tower on the outskirts of town, but generally speaking, it's kind of a sleepy area here. It's a family of wizards that lasted for quite a few hundred years. They were involved in many prominent things. One of them actually changed himself in a polymorph spell and couldn't stuck out for like for about 20 years. But that's a rumor of a century and a half ago.
What was he changed into?
I think it was a goat, but it's been a while. The rumors change over time.
Oh, the room. Hence the polymorph spell.
Yeah, fun fact. That's from the Legacy, a Drizzt Warden book where Harpnell shows up.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Just quick programming note. I need to log off here for a minute. I will be right back.
Okay.
Let's take a second here.
So we should probably go and check out the wizards then, hey?
Well, you can knock up.
Yes.
They're definitely friendly
see everyone.
folk. They're not like villains or anything.
Okay,
I want to go talk to the wizards.
let's go talk to the wizards.
I suppose.
Okay.
We're off to see the wizards.
Oh, no.
Hey, you knew that was coming.
I was
Okay.
trying to avoid it.
Now, before you get there, I'm going to give you the plot hook in the area that's originally from the module.
Okay.
As you pass through Long Saddle, you see a wanted poster bearing a charcoal sketch of a dwarf with dark hair and a mad gaze, under which is written words in common. Let justice be done. The Market of Miramar offers 5,000 gold pieces for the capture of brigand Warville Forkbeard, known from Luskin to Mirabar as the Weevil. Last seen through the mines of Mirabar, the Weevil is wanted for theft and murder. He is armed and dangerous. Deliver him to the Axe of Mirabar to receive payment.
Dead
You
or
can pick up a wanted
alive?
poster if you want.
Dead or alive?
Doesn't
Ooh.
say, actually.
So either or, and he's in the mines of Mirabar,
Well,
and
that's
we
what we've seen.
we are headed that way anyways, right?
We are. How are we doing for money and supplies?
5,000 gold would probably almost buy us a tank. It would be close. Maybe.
Of course,
Hang on. Let's,
of course, we're not going to be able to drive a tank in the mountains.
This is true.
Goats would be better.
Goats?
What?
Yeah, goats. There's a select breed of mountain goats that you can ride. They're normally used by dwarves, but we can use them too.
Do they have turrets?
Do not know about
I'm
these.
not riding no goats.
Well, you don't have to. I'm not saying.
I think I would crush a goat.
No, these are.
If anything, goat rides me,
Oh, for crying out loud.
I don't have the proper tools to ride goat, You have to make no sense.
Wait, don't you? Okay, I hand Sasha her pair of Sasha nuts. Here you go. Now you're at least halfway there.
I have better tools.
Don't hang those off your goat.
I am not going there, man.
God almighty. So apparently, even if we had 5,000, we couldn't even afford an APC. They're really expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you here. So you might want to use your heads. Oh dear God, we're in trouble. Oh, sorry. I lied. They live in the Ivy Mansion, the Harple's ancestral home, high on a hill in the center of Longsaddle.
Ah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, they have stuff.
They have stuff.
So, yeah, obviously.
As far as I'm
So
concerned, it's a tower.
I could probably use definitely some more drug kits for sure. I mean, that's just the main thing I'm looking for right now.
Mhm.
You guys can figure out what you guys want to do for weapons. That's all good.
I mean, ammunition right now is my only concern.
Yeah, ammo. Well,
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait till we get Mirabar until we can make contact with the gnome. Do we have
That should be
access to the gnome? Whatever the gnome modern trade thingy.
The gnome network.
The gnome network. Is there a gnome network connection here in Longsaddle, or are we off the grid?
Tell you what. Yes, you have a connection here if you need to. This is actually one of the friendlier places. This is a very pro-gnome town.
Ah.
Okay.
Mom and
So-
Dad always said good things about Longsaddle.
So
Yes.
for kind of party money, I'll lump in my money as well, because the only thing I'm going to use my money for is drug kits. To be honest with you, drug kits and healing kits are the only two things I need in my life.
You're a little obsessed there, Doc. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
Oh, hey,
So-
hey, Doc. I heard there was a drug kid over there.
Yeah. We got just around two. Hang on. So we're gonna cash in at least a couple of those. The couple of the couple of the skulls, right?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
So we'll cash in 3 of the skulls, and then you can keep 1. So that gives us 1,020 gold, not including my personal money.
Yeah, and that's assuming you're not trading out artifacts for other toys and stuff, because I
Yeah.
don't think you're gonna part with your bag of beans for some reason.
No, I also have my ring of dancing fairies. I forgot about my ring of half the.
Me
dancing-
too. Holy crap.
I had no idea what it does. I just have the command word to make it go poof. And
Okay,
somehow I
make it
got
do
a
a thing.
potion of mind reading. Where did I get that?
I think it was from one of the random drops because
Oh my goodness, I have not used that yet.
Oh God! Why have you
Okay,
not
that's
used
incredibly
that
ominous.
yet?
It's like digging from my bag. I'm like, I forgot I had that. Like, mind
Yeah,
reading?
And suddenly the rest of the party feels like they need an adult.
Oh. At least it's not mind changing.
Okay. So you're in the town, you're picking up supplies. I'm going to assume you guys are doing a bit of minor maintenance.
Yeah.
Beyond that,
So,
I
what
will
do
let
you guys
want to do
Patch up my
here.
seal. Question: was Mirabar the last stop where we could get equipment, or was that the keep?
Miramar is the last place where you're going to, before you do the Great Portage across the mountains.
Okay.
It is, you're going into one of the most isolated places on the planet. It's like going up to Elmsmere Island.
Oh.
Purposes here, just so you're aware. In fact, you're probably in the area that's really close to what's known as the 10 Towns, which is basically the last place in northern settlements before all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
We it would be a good idea to grab supplies here because they're probably going to be more reasonably priced than they will be in Mirabar.
True that.
Yeah. Because, again, dwarves. You know, they're known for driving a hard bargain, to put it politely.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Okay. Now, what you know in the area, besides the Ivy Mansion,
You're gonna make me
because I have
figure out.
Ella's Guide to the North, and I'm not afraid to use it. Other places include, but are not limited in the area, the Harple Hill Farm, the Gilded Horseshoe,
Mm-hmm.
Leaping Hooves Trade Stables, the Rolling Wheel.
I'm sensing a
Alifar-
horse theme.
Yes.
times 10.
Nalathar's Fine Stirrups and Spurs, Jaster's Ring of Bells, the Horn and the Hoof, the Hill Stream, Saddle Pond, the Paddock, the Market Emporium, Six Horn Select Wares, the Gambling Golem, Night Cloak, and the rest are, other than Griffin Post, the rest are family homes. And there's one of the homes owns a slaughterhouse, so obviously you know what it smells like around here.
The gambling golem. I mean, gotta love alliteration. And...
Yeah, I'm a sucker for it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, okay. I mean, we could take that wanted poster with us, and then
Mm-hmm.
we happen to run into him. Great.
Okay. The Gambling Golem is a old rambling house whose sloping house shrieks alarmingly. It is crowded with pipe smoke and people eager to lose their money at games of dice and cards. There are two. Okay, I'm gonna assume because we have total memory, I can actually do exposition without too many worries.
Yay! I love your Eldritch memory.
Okay. There are two specialty games. One is known as Fighting Frogs. This involves trained frogs filled in with leg spurs. It's a cruel sport that's looked on with disapproval from most other places and reviled by people of nature deities and druids.
That is by far the most vile thing I've ever heard from D&D ever.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
It dates back to 2nd edition, baby.
Screw you, Book of Exalted Darkness.
Do you ever do frog fighting? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's
It's a slate table with a gutter and a raised lip along all 4 sides. In the center of the table is a hollow called the throne. Around it are affixed 6 small curved metal replicas of war shields. Each player has 6 glass shields of a chosen color. A round consists of each player in turn throwing the marble into the ground. Each player tries to place one of the spears on the throne and to knock the spears in all the air. Spears that end up in the gutter out of play. It's pool, okay? It's bloody pool! But with spears instead of like little things here.
Pool with spears.
That's what I'm reading.
Oh, by the way, I do have the bird on me because I'm not sure if we trust. Oh, wait. Where do we trust the bird in the car? No, we should probably carry the bird with us, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I would carry the bird if that's what
let's carry the bird with us.
Has it been an hour since our encounter on the road?
I'm going to say just because we've, you traveled a bit, you walked around, you're looking around.
And we took a long rest, so yes. Okay.
We took a long rest, so that's 9 hours.
Yeah,
Sasha is no longer doped, so we can no longer. I was wondering if we could use her on the game with her doped, but never mind.
No, her dopeness is out.
Yeah, she's de-doped.
You're de-doped, Sasha.
Okay, so This is probably one of the more vile places you guys have ever been on the road since you got here, apparently.
Yeah, and it's this nice, quiet this side town. It's like,
Eh.
eh.
Mhm.
Pool
So
looks
that
like fun.
thing's full of spears, basically.
Well, the thing is that other sports, basically their full contact, their pools with spears, isn't happening. It's the frickin' they have essentially cockfighting with frogs.
That's what everybody's watching. The pool of spears, no one's playing anymore.
No,
Yeah.
It's the old game.
It's got a layer of dust on it.
yeah. So it's kind of one of those weird things here. So yeah, so basically Kermit versus Bright Eyes in the middle of the screen, the crown circle.
Oh no!
Oh, you made it weird, dude. You made it weird.
I don't need to make it weird. I just need to exposition and it builds
So it's
itself.
3D drug kits. Okay.
Okay.
Do I have
Oh.
on me?
Just so I don't forget later, I'm spending 20 out of the general pool for more ammo.
Okay,
That's-
will do. I'll take that
Okay.
off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need a story arc, otherwise nothing's gonna happen here.
So
Somebody
what were
roll
you? Sorry, what was Leo going to say? Sorry, we
Oh, yeah.
interrupted Leo
Yeah,
again.
Leo again. Sorry.
I was like, I'm gonna take like 10 gold that I have. I'm gonna walk up and I'm like, $10 on red eyes, 10 gold on red eyes.
That works.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm thinking we'll make it. Do you have like games that? Do you have any? I'm trying to think of the best way to do this here because unfortunately I don't think you have too many gambling skills. I'll say a straight 50-50. Just make things easy. Unless you have like any skills.
Gambling, I don't think. But
You have,
I don't see anything.
Yeah, there's a
Uh-huh.
tool proficiency for gaming. If you
yeah.
have that tool proficiency, then
Yeah.
you're skilled at it.
And I don't think that was actually even offered in this.
No, it
system.
wasn't. So I'm gonna make a straight, say intelligence check because you picked the right frog.
Okay,
Unless you can think of something better.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Roll your dice.
Oh,
That's just-
nice.
Oh yeah, you know how to scout your frogs.
Good time for a crit. Very important.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna assume you basically was a 10-1 odds because you rolled a natural 20. You put in 20, you came back with 220. Unfortunately, you kind of cleared
Nice.
them up, and the frog fighting immediately stops because nobody has any money anymore.
I was like,
Kermit never saw it coming.
that's right, bitches. I know how to pick frogs, eh? But you know, no hard feelings because I give everybody a round of drinks. Everybody get a round of drinks.
Awesome.
I'm a good winner. I give everybody a round of drinks. Spend like,
Nice.
I don't know, how much gold do you want me to give? How much did that cost?
I'm gonna just throw a gold piece. You basically cover the entire drinks.
Okay.
You know, because you're basically you know typical D&D tavern, and you just
Oh. We haven't been bothering. Are we bothering keeping track of food and stuff?
Honestly, I
really.
really haven't because
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I assume that basically as long as you keep 2 weeks of rations and you basically apply it every, if you resupply at every location
Okay.
and throw 20 gold pieces worth, and as far as I'm concerned, you're basically stocked.
Yeah, 20 gold pieces will buy us enough for like a year, I think, in this
Yeah.
system. Okay, so here's the other one too. I have a giant question for the party,
Yes.
and this is a party question. Is our giant-sized drinking horn of mead empty?
That would be a Laszlo question, I believe.
Or a Sasha question?
I'll do my best. I mean, it is
No,
giant
I'm just
size.
wondering, generally speaking, and all this many days on the road, have we drunk the giant horn dry?
It's only been like a day and a half, if I remember you served me correctly.
Have we
Yeah.
drunk
I-
the giant horn
La-
dry?
Laszlo is actually more of a halfling leaf person than a drinker. So
Mhm, mhm.
And do we need to refill the giant horn with something else? or do we sell it? What do we do with our giant drinking horn is what I want to know.
Well, we're not going to be able to take the giant drinking horn with us, so we should probably
Yeah, let's
sell
sell
it
it.
now.
Oh, God damn it.
But first, I have idea.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, Sasha.
Since we have no more money for drinking, I have 20 gold to person who says who can drink this drinking horn dry, and you get to keep the drinking horn. All right, let's take bets, huh?
Oh,
I like how
nice.
she thinks. I like how she thinks.
Okay, somebody roll key percentile. If you roll a 5 or less, you get somebody who can actually handle the damn thing. Otherwise, you get a whole bunch of drunk people.
5% chance somebody in the realms can drink this thing dry.
It is
in this
technically a cowboy town, so.
Oh no,
Nope.
dude. We should to the next scene. There's a whole bunch of drunken ranchers all over the place, sighing, smelling things. Even some of the surviving frogs are drunk as well for some reason.
It's just like, hey, Kermit, here's some for you. Here's some for you, Kermit.
Okay,
Just drink it. Why
Pouring,
aren't you moving,
pouring
Kermit?
one out for Robin, man. We're all pouring one out for Robin.
exactly.
Why aren't you moving, Kermit? Why? No! He's pickle.
Okay. We'd like to apologize. No frogs were actually hurt in the picking of this show.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Okay. At that point,
Does this make the races more humane or less humane?
I don't know. I think we're just frog fascists. Or wait. Oh wait, crap. They're
Oh
actually...
no, Chris, no. X-carded. You
No.
got
I like
X-carded.
that. X-carded away.
You got X-carded.
Okay. Now there's a okay. One of the guys, couriers, come out and drop a thing saying, drops off a medallion with a giant H on the front and says, "You're expected," and walks off.
I look at it and I go, Dad, Pep, like, well, I know what the Z guys are now. Who are these?
Is that the?
That's the Harpnell insignia. It's the family crest.
That's the. Oh, okay.
And because they're lame, they only have a giant H as opposed to an actual coat of arms.
People in this world aren't very inventive when it comes to family crests. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but
Okay,
we're invited
so-
to go see the Hartnells.
And these are the wizards?
These are the wizards.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, let's go see the wizards.
We're off.
Wonderful wizards of long saddle.
I dragged the drinking horn with me.
Nobody can handle it. These guys are a bunch of wusses here.
We keep it because no one else has earned it.
It also looks cool in the car.
Yeah, well, let's be honest.
It's great for our aerodynamics.
Right out loud, it's not a freaking air horn, man.
You turn it the other way around, everybody knows we're coming.
All right, I'm trying to find if there's any write-up for these guys. Hang on. Otherwise, I'm going to have to make it up on my ass.
Oh, so you're introducing us to a side quest that doesn't exist?
No, it's still there. It's just...
Ah.
I just try to find the original color text because, they're amusing.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Crazy.
You enter a rather large... It's a constantly expanding... Imagine... Okay, the best way to describe it is you take your typical fantasy mansion / town. They've had 300 years to build it up with an ongoing turmoil of experimental spells gone wrong, incorrectly mixed potions, exploding, and magical pranks. So every so often, a arm of the frickin' building disappears and then appears again. One turns blue, and it basically goes from there.
Wait. I have a serious question for you, Chris.
What?
Because I know a lot of this stuff. Is this from original D&D?
This is from
These
second
guys?
edition. Yes.
So my question is, were you influenced by this for our Crazy Wizards on the Rocks for D-Rev?
I might have been, but it might have been psychological. It's like cognitive effect. Subconscious.
We are going to a frat house, everybody! Frat party!
Okay.
Oh, this should be fun, and we are bringing a giant horn of meat.
Oh,
We
good
are.
Lord. Okay.
I do not know
We're
that I
open-
am up for hazing by wizards. This sounds bad.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
a really good point. We should
We
definitely
might-
not drink. We should not drink anything they give us. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You might
Anyway.
be hazing the wizards.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, the door opens and there's a butler there and saying, "You are expected. Please come with us, please, and bring the horn."
You can,
And
you
bring
can
the
see-
horn.
and bring the horn. And you
It
can
has a
see-
reputation.
You see Dr. Hand's almost tiny bit disappointed because he's ready to pull out his Delta Phi sign from back in college. And he's like, oh, it's a butler. Never mind.
Okay. Anyways. Oh, good lord. You're taken to the domed circular hall that has a stationary sign that says Fuzzy Quarterstaff.
Is that a drink?
It is dominated by a central hearth and chimney surrounded by many feasting tables. You've been taken to the main town hall.
Nice.
They will be with you shortly here. Please bear with us.
I
Okay.
don't think I've ever heard of a fuzzy quarterstaff.
I lean over to Dad Pep. Is that like a fuzzy navel?
You know, this reminds me of
fascinating.
another staff from the Gold Share Woods that I was messing with. Another fuzzy staff.
Yep. Okay. Anyways,
Oh, Sasha, don't ever change.
okay. Okay, a 20-something-year-old man comes out and says, "You're those guys."
We
Yes,
are those
we
guys.
are those guys.
Apparently that's our code name now.
Okay.
We are those guys.
Awesome.
Those guys and that girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna be throwing a party, and you guys are like have a reputation around town, getting frogs drunk and stuff like that. I need your help.
What do you need our
Okay.
help for?
Yeah, I
We
got to
can-
do
we-
this. Got to keep it low because the parents are out of town. They're in another plane.
I've been
Wait,
there.
wait. You're just our kid?
Well, dude, I'm 19, man. I'm an adult technically.
I just no. Sorry. We're from out of town. I just assume wizards never age, so I thought you were an ancient, powerful wizard. That's all.
I will be one day. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Okay.
So how
So,
can we help you?
Okay, but obviously we can't get. We got to be careful because I don't know that many people around town. They're all freaking cattle folk.
Mhm.
Weird.
And you don't date your relatives because gross and stuff like that. So
totally get that.
So you're saying you want
guess
to?
I'm asking is where are the women?
Do we all look at Sasha?
Oh good lord!
I deliberately do not look at Sasha. I deliberately look everywhere but at
You
Sasha.
see me smile from ear to ear, and I quickly write a thing on the piece of paper, and I scroll it up, and I whisper to the raven, and I let it go.
What?
What did you do? You let the
Okay, the raven cackles.
Did you tell
Cackles
it?
hard.
Did you tell it to
Wait.
go back to the Zens?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. Thank you for using the key term. Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Okay,
this
Ray takes
party
off
was
his
the
vest.
emergency we needed to. I don't understand. Explain this to me,
No one
Sasha.
told me that it was for emergency use only. Did he say emergency use only?
Nah, I'll say for argument.
When
For
we
comedic
need
timing,
him.
I'm gonna say it's
Yes.
okay.
When we needed him.
That is what he said.
We
He needed
need-
Oh,
The
good
Zens are
lord.
expecting. The Zens are expecting like, we need help. There are fire giants. Please send supplies. We need help. We're dying in the dungeons. We need help. We need women.
We need
No, I
to
go,
party
Party at
hard.
his house, and I give the address, and bring a lot of girls, and
It's a party.
and I
Go to
go
Harpills.
and tell them it's open bar for ladies only. Ladies night, Friday night.
I am never gonna do this for at least another couple of weeks. So I think that's the note we're heading up on, if it's okay by you guys.
That's okay with me.
Right.
Okay. So will the sorcerers get all the girls? We'll find out next time on Storm Giant Shotgun.
Oh my god.
Or will it be a
Boo.
wizard sausage party?
That might be the other day next week. It's hard to say. We'll see what happens. Man.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I'm sorry I didn't think of it before you did.
So, oh man.
That's the best thing ever.
Okay.
Oh my god. Of all the things I thought we were going to use the Raven for, that was not the one. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And by the way,
Best game ever.
that Raven might be returning because he finds you guys awesome.
We amuse it way too much.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, can I help you guys?
One, I was not told it was a one-time use only. Two, I was not told it was an emergency use only. They
No,
said
no. I said use it when it's necessary.
we need help. We throw in a freaking party. We need some people here.
Dude, you might have actually gotten
All
the
of
good
that
side
is
of the
true.
den because you're infiltrating the Harpdales with Zeds. Women Zeds, but still Zeds.
It is an
We are-
opportunity. They might appreciate it.
It's totally going to be a political party, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think you might have grounded Eli after this, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry, guys.
for...
No, are you kidding?
No, don't be sorry. That's amazing.
Not apologize.
I
That was
love it.
awesome.
Do not apologize for awesomeness.
No, I agree.
This could come out well because when Eli is a level 20th wizard and he's like, what were the best days of my life? Oh yeah, those guys.
Oh yeah.
We are.
Maybe I should
those.
cast a spell and bring him back from the dead.
Hey guys. Hey dude.
Hey, we're here for another awesome party. Thank you for using Wish on us. Yeah, no problems.
Yes. And that's
That
when
is
you
the
learn
proper
how to
use of a
mix the
witch
streams, man.
Uh,
Okay, in the old Forgotten Realms comics, they used to have Mordekainen and Elminster meeting in
Yes.
our world with Pop and Chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you may have your own recurring character if we ever get to the real world, to Earth.
Nice.
Okay.
The young kid or the raven?
I'm not sure which yet, but dang it, it'll be fun to find out.
No kidding.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Okay, then, unless there's anything else to report, I think we'll leave it there because I got a party to prep for next time.
All right.
You.
Oh, I have a question, Chris.
Yes.
What are you up to on the internet?
Well, I'm up to many things. Some actually considered humane.
Where can people find you?
Basically, in this situation here, I'll post this in the Twitch chat. Just one sec. You know the drill.
Oh god, I forgot about Twitch.
Yeah. If it'll let me post, there we are. I'm a co-host on RPG Circus, of which Brad was on a recent episode, not the last one, but the one before, where we did an analysis of the Ennies. And there's a good chance we're going to have the after effects of the Ennies on that situation here. Of course, I wrote a book on Saurials, or dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are awesome. Saurials Lost Vale, with the good help of my good friend Jay. Also did the Minotaur of the Stonelands, or if you like Scottish Minotaurs, and I don't see why not, you'll do so. The Breath of Obscenity log still goes strong, of which I've actually done a recent article that was somewhat silly, of course. I did an Acme Zodiac. And basically, you need to contact my email. It's drevrpg@gmail.com and drevrpg. And of course, Jay, my good buddy, wrote a Worm Smacker, a sport played by Minotaurs. I will leave it at that.
Okay, and oh good. Okay, sorry, I was waiting for that to go. So that's me. Did that appear in the Twitch chat? Because I can't tell.
Yes.
It did.
Yes, it did.
It did. Thank you. That's my latest one. Currently working on the new D-Rev. I'm not sure how much of this game we're going to be cribbing or just go on our own, but I get obsessed, strangely enough, how that works. And then you can check me out on Twitter at Quazzle16, and I haven't really updated anything else, so that's the best place to check me out, and hopefully we'll have some stuff to look at we'll have some stuff to check out in the future. In the near
Absolutely.
future.
Oh, one last thing, gentlemen. Anyone who watches this either now or at a later date,
Mm-hmm.
we tested the vehicle rules of Ultramodern 5 today. Let us know your thoughts so we can use that for feedback for our own projects involving DRev RPG as we refine the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Yep.
that's where we're at. Who's up next? Oh, probably Leo. Hey, that's where we
Yeah,
usually
Leo.
go.
Yeah, Leo. That works.
You can find me at Twitter is where I generally update most of my stuff regarding games. We just finished another campaign with the second group. The players are having a little fun. I think that's something maybe I might do in the future. Have two groups that can maybe interact with each other, so players can take a break from the main campaign to focus on another group that's like the off group, you know, that does other things.
So you're gonna make him make a B team.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it.
And they're really much it. We did have a person dying today, so
Oh,
see how
that's
it's
sad.
like. But no, he enjoyed the death. He's like, you know, it's just dice basically. Rolled a lot of ones. It's unfortunate, but you know, check out see how that happened. But and I'm here on Sundays with these guys because they haven't told me we're tired of you yet. So
Yeah,
Never.
we're definitely not tired
No,
yet.
no, far from it. Dude, you threw a rave. How could I not like it?
it's not in the module. It's amazing.
Ah,
Love it.
Joe, anything? Or...
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Cool.
All right. Well, if you want to yell at me on Twitter, you can find me at RPGlory, DOTCOM. You can you may be watching this on YouTube, which is at youtube.com/RPGlory. Or if you want to check this out live, which you may also be doing, or instead, that's at twitch.com/ again, RPGlory. Thank you so much for running, Chris. It's always awesome.
Thank you.
Sir.
And thank you everyone for being a part of this craziness. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, whatnot. I would very much appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks again, everybody.
thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you out.